What's up guys, Foxen here. This is Attack on Titan Season 2 Episode 8. We're slowly getting to that finale, 4 more episodes to go. So overall, this episode was just the calm before the next upcoming storm. From one storm to another. I think this is by far the calmest episode of this season. So let me just go in order, commenting on some things here and there. To start off, I have to say it, that was a total bullshit win by Reiner. Someone should have had their eyes on that Colossal Titan. Unfortunately, there was nothing they could do about it either way. It ended with that whole Colossal cliffhanger in the previous episode. Which again, what the hell? It seemed like Reiner took absolutely no damage from all of that. Meanwhile, Eren just got knocked out by it. I guess it has to do with Reiner being armored. That does have its perks. Anyway, during all of that, it also gave him time to fully regenerate all that damage he took. So the armored titan can regenerate. I'm not sure why it was taking him longer than usual in that previous fight. Either way, Eren and everyone else is back to square one. In the end, they succeeded with their plan. Reiner and Bert ran away. Which, by the way, I do have to mention that poor guy that got swallowed up by him. He saw the Colossal Titan swallow up Ymir and that other random guy. Some people online were thinking that maybe that guy was a Titan too. But with this episode, you can see why Bert swallowed him up. It was really only to take his 3D maneuver gear. Poor guy. As of this moment, whoever that was must be long dead. In this episode, we did get a familiar face returning, Pixies. It's been so long since we last saw him. And what a way to introduce him back. This guy was drinking in the middle of the day. As always, he's totally laid back. I love that part about him. He does remind me about that lazy captain from BullSh. Anyway, what this all led up to was Pixies, Jean, and everyone else in the trough area finding out about the situation. I do like that while that huge bomb of info was being dropped, the potato girl was more focused on drinking that water. It was like, 3 of your buddies turned out to be not only titans, but specifically the Colossal and Armored Titan. The potato girl was like, never mind about that. This water is fucking delicious. On the side, meanwhile, everyone else was just freaking out. Honestly, at this point, I don't know how the whole Eren's group that graduated isn't all under suspicion. There's been so many Titan spies popping out left and right over the past 2 to 3 days. Anyone could be a Titan at this point. It could be the guy in front of you, the guy next to you. You could be a Titan, you don't even know it. I do like that now we do see the military police working with the garrison group. So finally, these rich inner wall a-holes are doing some actual work, not just playing around. Unfortunately for them, all of the ones that have been lazy up to this point are literally walking dead meat, if they do run into any titans. Anyway, back to the group on the wall. This time a flashback to when Eren, Armin, and Mikasa were little kids. So even back in the day, Mikasa was a little Asian badass. Meanwhile, little tiny Eren kept on getting his ass kicked. While all of this was happening too, we have the drunk Uncle Hans in the background. But back to the wall, it seems that several people got knocked out from that Colossal Titan falling. Notably among them, Hanji and the awesome Mikasa. At first, I thought they were just taking a quick power nap. I mean, you gotta refill your energy. But the thing is, just how bad were their injuries that they got knocked out? Especially Mikasa. If Mikasa really did get a concussion, that's not something you just walk away from. Especially immediately after getting up. So it turns out that everyone started waking up 5 hours after that incident. Poor Mikasa, she's being all emo and depressed now. The hot sister's missing that brotherly love now. So it's time to go into a rescue operation mission again. I do really like that we got Hans in this episode giving that motivational speech. It was really nice to see. Especially since now Hans seems to be their only father figure in their lives. He really cares very deeply for them. It just goes to show how much that character has gone, from the drunk uncle figure to the father figure. That being said, do I smell a death flag with that speech? We have everyone gearing up to go into battle for round 2. I just don't see all the key people getting out of this in one piece. If anything, they should be thankful that no one important died during that battle. This episode in particular gave us a dramatic ration seating from Mikasa and Armin. This is really only matched by Light's infamous potato eating scene. It's like Mikasa's like, I'm gonna sniff this scarf and then take a bite out of this. Anyway, this episode does end with Erwin showing up with the military police. Convenient timing, by the way. I like how they come fully prepared. To be fair to Erwin, I'm sure that he's been ready to move out and get his next plan into motion at any time. Meanwhile, I don't think I saw Levi with them at all. Poor Levi too. Their best soldier is too hurt to fight. Thanks, Mikasa. Finally, at the very end, we have Reiner and Bert waiting in the Titan Forest, and right next to them in a different branch we have Ymir and Eren. Notably, Eren got his arms cut off. They're really not taking any chances with that. And what was up with Reiner? He was like, "Hey Eren, you awake?" Eren should have been like, "Bitch please, don't forget that you got your ass kicked, so don't talk down to me." And I think Reiner knows it too, especially after chopping his arms off. But was that going too far? It's not like Eren could get off that tree without the 3D maneuver gear. It is more than a little horrifying if you consider that they might have done it just to make Eren lighter. Or at least that could have been part of the reason. I guess they could also be trying to just prevent him from biting his hands, just so he doesn't go into Super Saiyan Titan mode. Although this is Eren we're talking about. Perhaps he's just gonna bash his head into that tree. By the way, it should have been maybe half a day since these guys have gotten something to eat. I'm sure all of these guys, including Ymir and Eren, should be running very low on batteries. You'd imagine that this should play some huge part in the upcoming battle. When Mikasa gets there, she needs to throw him a power bar as soon as possible. Which, by the way, that is coming up. The season finale is gonna get here really quickly. 4 episodes to go. That is 4 episodes until Sayonara Attack on Titan until who knows when. Hopefully season 3 gets announced really quickly. This could mean that the finale is gearing up to be the Colossal Titan and Armored Titan versus Eren and possibly Ymir too. I do wonder what she's gonna end up doing. Whatever the case, I do predict a lot of dead military police people in the near future. I think a good chunk of them did make up the group with Erwin. Meanwhile, I do think most people have forgotten about the Beast Titan. This guy has slowly gotten away. And by the way, I originally thought this guy, the Beast Titan, was trying to break into Wall Sina. It turns out now that instead this Beast Titan was coming from Wall Sina, and instead leaving Wall Rose and running away. Just how long has this Beast Titan been inside the inner walls? Alrighty, so let me know, how much did you like or not like this episode? I have already seen more than a few people complaining online about this episode being slow. What are you fine with this getting a slowdown? And, if you're anime only, how do you see Eren's reaction to Reiner and Bert next episode? That's definitely going to be interesting. As always, please be sure to give this a thumbs up and subscribe. It'll make your weekend that much more awesome. Be sure to check back next week, that'll be episode 9, 4 more to go. If you got some time, check out some of these other awesome videos from me and I'll see you guys later.